pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll go on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Right now, you got 58. Inside.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Line left. Zoom, zoom. Check 26, check 26. Tally, don't let tally.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Richmond.
A 2nd down throw for Gabbard. Space to maneuver at the 40. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Richmond. Black 99 Philly.
2nd down, Gabbert. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Gabbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Zoom. Right now, you got 58.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Richmond.
So following the interception, here's Gabbert. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Gabbert now on second down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Gabbert now to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing deep here for Coleman. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Gabbert now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All Richmond. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
From the gun, Gabbert. On the left side, a catch by White. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 down. Check.
First down, Gabbert. Throw left side complete. That's White. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Reset. Richmond.
Out of the gun, Gabbert. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Reset.
From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey, we are going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Montgomery. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Rodgers now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw now for Gabbert. And his throw is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Tiger. Black 99 Philly.
On 1st and 10, Gabbert. And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Gabbert. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Tiger. Two jet.
Here's Gabbert now. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Now Parkey for the extra point. wins the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it now, here's King. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Richmond. We got 3. We got reset. Richmond.
Gabbard on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A 1st down throw for Gabbard. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Gabbard. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing. Gabbard. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Gabbard. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Reset.
Again, it's Gabbert. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Gabbert. And he's got Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's King. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker, under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try to throw here. Gabbert going up top for Miller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Rodgers to throw on second down. Flush to his right, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
26. For the 50.
Running for it, Montgomery. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So Montgomery denied on 4th and goal. And it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence. No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hurry up, hurry up. All right.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. Extra point right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Chicago, the win here means it'll be a 7-1.